Alright, well, I'm making this video spur of the moment, which is why I'm in my car, and which is also why it's like a weird angle and the audio is going to be terrible because I have the AC on. It's hot as balls in LA. So I am Paul. I am a growth marketer at I'm going to say big health and wellness company. And the purpose of this video and the purpose of this channel, hopefully, if I continue to do this, and it's like a time thing really more than anything, a resource gate, is I want this to be a fun diary, documented journey, plus like let's kind of pass it forward, help other people in society type of deal. So, and like, what does that mean? So I'm like highly entrepreneurial. Oh, not highly entrepreneurial. Not highly entrepreneurial. I just like playing with business ideas because it's like playing with a puzzle, and then you're just like, except you get to make the pieces and you fit them together and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's really fun. So I like playing with the ideas. So I want this to be kind of like an online diary journal of just kind of like me exploring different ideas, testing them, see if they work, and if they work, great. I'll probably just like hand it off to someone. If they don't work, then it's a learning experience and it's cool, and I get to learn something every day. So, and then the other part of that, like passing it forward and kind of helping other people, that's probably going to be a bigger part of this channel or this brand or whatever I end up doing with this, because where I am now is like, I am not a self-made man. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people use that term very generously. I come from like a background of poverty, a broken family, a lot of mental health issues, a lot of just like a lot of obstacles, right? But I'm from a first world country. I grew up in like the LA area. I'm privileged, despite all the difficulties I had to go through. And so I don't think I can ever say I'm a self-made man. Where I am now, I've built the skills myself. I'm not using anything I learned from school. I'm a lot of trial and error, a lot of taking really big risks, a lot of taking big jumps, a lot of, messing up real bad, getting, facing the consequences of my actions, a lot of catastrophic failures. But ultimately, we use everything to propel forward, to fail forward, right? Every time you mess up, or every time you don't get the results you want from something, it's not because you failed, right? It's just because you didn't have the full picture. And I think that's a really powerful philosophy to live by, because you don't fail until you give up. Everything is a learning opportunity. Every time something doesn't pan out the way you wanted it to, you should learn something from that. And all that to say, I am where I am now because of all the help I got from the people around me. Like, it is unbelievable the amount of help I was able to get from people. I am wealthy with regards to the amount of help I have received from strangers, from friends, from family, from everyone, right? And I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed, and I'm very privileged in this regard. And I want to pass that forward. And a lot of and how that will kind of manifest is I want to help with career advice, mental health advice, just like life advice, and like resume reviews, job searching tactics and strategies and things like that. And it's interesting, right? Because this is not a unsaturated field. It's like highly competitive. So my philosophy for this is that I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for anything other than to just provide value. The reality, though, is, like I said, I can be highly entrepreneurial, and I am in marketing. So my brain is always spinning on how to monetize everything. It's a curse, and it's ruined me. It's the worst way to live life. So what will happen, or not will, so chances are, if for any reason this blows up or gets big or ends up taking more resources from me personally than I'm happy with, I will have to implement a gate in some way. And oftentimes the easiest way to gate something is just like put a dollar sign in front of it. So I imagine that will probably be, if that happens, then that's probably when there will be like some monetization. I don't think I would ever monetize really valuable things. I think I would just monetize the things where the recipient and giver ratio doesn't make, it gets like a lot smaller. What does that mean? So if I'm making a video or a content piece or something that will benefit tens of thousands of people, then I'll just leave that as it is, right? But if I'm doing something that benefits like 1 to 5 people, then I'll probably put a dollar sign in front of it, right? For example, a resume review. Yes, a resume review will indirectly help a ton of people if I'm, make it public, and if I record it and I put it up as a video or as a stream or something. Yeah, it'll help a lot of people, but it directly benefits one person only, and it's like it takes up my time, my resources, etc., etc. I feel like I'll probably do resume reviews and kind of career stuff like that, one-on-one consultations or conversations or coaching sessions or whatever you want to call it. Those will be free, I think, in the beginning, just because like I'm gonna have resources and bandwidth for it. If and when this gets big and too big, then I'm gonna have to put a gate on it. Of course, that's how that works. And I'm saying all of this just to be very straightforward. Like, I don't want to set uncertain or unfair expectations. And I think having this level of transparency right from the get-go, I was just kind of like where my brain is at and how I'm thinking about approaching all this. I think it's the best way to approach this in general. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm trying to think about anything else I want to add to this video or anything else I want to add to this monologue. I guess no, that's probably it. What I'll probably do from here is I'm gonna maybe tap my network to see if there's anyone who wants a resume reviewed, and then hop on a call with them, record it with their permission, of course, put it up online, see how that goes. It's honestly, this job market is really, really rough. It's so rough that I don't know if having a killer resume and a killer cover letter is enough to, tip the scale. But I can only hope that it'll do something, right? The problem is that a lot of people are now paying for services or paying for AI tools to kind of like get a leg up on the competition. And it's not, and all that does really is introduce a race to the bottom. Because even the people who are paying for professional services and tools and things like that, even they're struggling. Even they're not getting the results they're looking for. So it's kind of like, what's the point, right? I guess as a way of leveling the playing field, I want to make whatever I have to say as accessible as possible. That would obviously be ideal. Yeah, it's tough. It really is. I don't know if there's even, I don't even know if there's anything that's like so valuable I can add to the current, the current dialogue in our social zeitgeist, that will tip the scales or put your finger on the scale in a meaningful way that will be like tangible in a short time period. But here's hoping that I can help in some way. That's the point of this entire channel, right? So if you're here and if you're watching this, that means I actually decided to go live with this, which would be crazy. So yeah, that's a look. I'm gonna do a video right after this because I just got a good idea. I just don't want to put it into the same video.